Hey yo, what up though? What up though? Hey yo, I'm here to talk about my dream, man. Talk about my dream. So look, I'm gonna try my best. Higher self lead the way, baby. I'm gonna try my best to remember. Alright? So I was around people, right? Well, first off, it was two people that was like interviewing me, like questioning me. And it was a man and a woman that was talking to me. And it's like, it wasn't like no interview. They were just asking me questions about how I go through life, basically. It kind of felt like therapy in a way, how they was talking to me. So I can't really remember the questions all the way. But I told them that, this is what helps me, because it helps me express myself, and it helped me express how I'm able to go through life in a way. And they was agreeing with me. They was talking amongst each other and everything. And I was about to say something, and they just kept talking to each other. So I had to go ahead and put my 2 cents in. I was like, so let's talk about the emotions of it. I was like, that's important. Let's talk about the emotions. And they looked at each other with a smile. They said, okay. I'm like, yeah, man, let's talk about the emotions of it and how powerful the emotions can be, because that plays a huge part in our lives. So a little bit later, after we get done talking about that, I end up running around. I was like exercising, like jogging, running around. And when I got to this one area, I seen this dude. He had like this bracelet. He had took that bracelet, took this one, and he had took this chain right here, this piece, this pendant. So I was like, yo, give it back. And he was like, no, you gonna have to take it, do something. And he was like aggressive. So I approached him, and I was about to get physical with his ass. I was about to go ahead and I was about to bless him. I just said like that. I was about to bless his ass. But I had came to my senses, and I was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna do that. I said, I'm not gonna take it from you. Go ahead and keep it, because I'm the reason that it exists anyway, bitch. That's exactly what I said to him, and I walked away. And I think everybody was expecting a fight, but it came to a realization for me that I'm no longer fighting for materials, because I know that's not my energy, so having somebody try to take my possessions and everything, is they feel like they want to fight me. I'm not gonna fight you, man. Like, I'm not gonna do it. Now, if you take it off of me, because the possessions wasn't on me when he took it, it was laying somewhere, and he had took it, then he wanted me to fight him. Now, if he take it off my body, oh no, that's disrespectful. Oh, we finna get it in. I ain't ashamed to bless nobody with these hands, bro. Trust me when I tell you, But anyways, so everybody was expecting to fight, and I kept on jogging, I kept on exercising. But when other people was approaching me, women was approaching me, and they always, greeting me, saying hi as I was running, I was like, what's up? I was throwing up my peace sign, how everybody doing, throwing up that sign, and they was doing it back. And one dude was like, he did this sign. I was like, yeah, I did the same thing. That's all love. It let me know that I was no longer holding on to that toxic energy that I was about to engage in with the dude. I was no longer holding on to that energy no more. So then it was like a little kid. He was like on a bike thing, and he acted like he wanted to race me. He was like on a little, was it like a 4-wheeler bike? It was some type of shit like that, but it had wheels on. It's a little kid, and we was going around around the track thing. And then I started taking off running faster, laughing. And he was doing the same thing. And then I jumped on the fence, on the gate, with just no hands. I just jumped on it, landed on my feet. Well, my feet landed on the fence. And I just jumped straight off. Got a head start, like I boosted off of it. But he eventually outlasted me, man. I guess the stamina, man. He had sped up and he just kept going. But that was a moment where I was laughing and I was having a good time. And I didn't allow that energy of the dude to stick with me for that long. I shifted very, very quickly. Very quickly when I shifted. So this dream, it was other parts of it, but I can't quite remember. That's all I can remember right now. But it lets me know how I came from, being aggressive. I came from being aggressive, when somebody wanted to approach me, I'd be so quick to go ahead and fight and everything. And when other people try to talk to me, I let go of that energy, not holding on to that anger and putting that type of energy towards somebody else that's greeting me with positive vibes. Yo, I gotta show y'all this. Man. Look at this rainbow light reflection in the sky. I don't know if y'all can see it, but y'all see that? Y'all see that light, baby? The sun right there. But it's a light. It's like a reflecting light. Well, I'm curving right now. But yeah, man. So look, every time I see that light reflection in the sky, it always remind me, and it always let me know that there's so much light that is being revealed in different places in my life. And it takes certain moments for me to recognize it. And this could be one of those moments that I'm recognizing as I'm expressing myself right now. Through my dream space, on the messages where I came from to where I'm at now. So that's part of the journey, man. To understand, even when I get a lot of messages in the dream space when I go to sleep. So it's my job to go ahead and decode what it actually means to me, and to let me know, how far I came, what type of energy was going on around me, on how I'm able to maneuver through situations, how I'm able to see myself in the progress that I have made thus far. It's a beautiful thing when I can understand that from a space of consciousness, So I just want to go ahead and put that out there, man. Stay locked in, stay true to you. Celebrate your wins and everything, and celebrate your losses. Because they both come together as one. And it's not always about being up. Of course, the goal is to stay up, but you can't discredit them down moments, because those down moments is what lifts you up higher once you can understand what you already went past. So I like to say thank you to my spirit team, for being there with me, showing me that dream and allowing me to see how far I came thus far. So that's my message for today, man. Yo, I'm signing out. Master Mel. One love.